Alrighty guys, I am back, and now let's continue. The rebuilt Jedi Enclave. Seven of the forms of the lightsaber techniques, Guardians and Sentinels learn many of these.
It is different. It has been some time.
Wow. Look at this place, guys. KOTOR 1 looked nothing like this.
Forgive me, but I need to rest. Go on.
What's wrong?
I am tired. The journey has been a long one, and know that much may happen here, and if you find you cannot trust me, trust in your training. Never doubt what you have done. And now, perhaps, they shall see what you have become.
It is not as it was. But perhaps that is for the best.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to
What
reach
enough?
us, and I imagine you have many questions.
Or perhaps you have come for revenge.
We must ally if we are to stop the Sith.
No. We will do as we have done. We will wait.
What? But the Sith are attacking the Republic.
No, the true threat is yet to show itself. It is waiting for something. Us, perhaps, to enter the war. We have seen their soldiers, the remnants of their fleet, but those are symptoms of a disease. It is more bait to attempt to draw us out.
The actual battle is being fought through the Force, not with weapons of war. The attack on Onderon. Something was attempting to use the planet itself. You prevented it, but it was a stalling measure. The next time will be critical.
Then we must act.
If Jedi gather, if we wage war against these shadows now, then Jedi will die. Whatever this thing is, it must be fought by those strong in the Force. If we die, then it will win, no matter what fleet or weapons are brought against it.
Why did you cast me out of the Order?
We cast you out of the Order because you followed Revan to war.
No, there was another. You had become different somehow, changed. The war had changed you.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not tell you why. Some explanations mean nothing unless the one who suffers comes to the answer on their own. What had happened to you was punishment enough, and the Jedi do not kill their prisoners.
And if you had stayed, you would have changed us.
Changed you? What do you mean?
You already know the answer.
What are you talking about?
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
They follow you, without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader.
So explain yourself.
It is not an easy thing to explain. Sure, you are familiar with force bonds. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. Yet you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you.
Your actions affect others more than you know.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours.
How did this happen?
We do not know.
And that is why the Mandalorian wars echo within you still.
What do you mean?
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet. And within you, to hear the Force over such pain. It was too much for any Jedi to endure. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive.
You were deafened.
At last,
You were broken.
you were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last,
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
But that makes no sense. I can feel the Force again.
Yes, you can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others. You are a breach that must be closed. Within you, we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith.
I'm stronger than I ever was.
So you think.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing...
But what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away.
And that is why you are a threat to us all.
What do you mean?
What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. It is what allows them to prey on Force users.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you, but it is of no consequence. You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few.
Kreia,
Forgive us.
I will submit to this punishment.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done.
Kreia, what are you doing?
enough!
What the?
Step away from him.
What?
Step away. He has brought truth, and you condemn it? You will not harm him. You will not harm him ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No.
Is this your new master, Exile?
You sought to lure the Sith out.
As you would pass judgment on him, do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through... See it through the eyes of the Exile. How could you ever hope to know the threat you face if you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you? There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It corrupts. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of... The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, or culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from. And that is what I sought to understand. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid.
What are you doing?
It is done. He is no more. Take me to Atris.
No. You've gained a new light side, Force power, Force enlightenment. Guys, I am shocked right now for what Kreia has done. In the next part, I will see what will happen. We will see what happens next in the next part later.